Hello students, welcome back to the math class. Today we are going to start from question number 7. Last time we have finished till question number 6 and now we are starting from the 7th question. This is second part of the application of set. There would be one more part for finishing the application. Okay, so let us see now 7th question. Now remember, whatever the formulas I have given you in the beginning of this type, any of the formula would be applicable. Okay, so let us see how we can solve this question. Each and every formula would be important and accordingly it will be applied. First, you see what is given in this question. There are 200 individuals with a skin disorder. Means we have taken the number of person who is having some kind of skin infection or skin disease. Now they are saying 120 had been exposed to the chemical C1, 50 to the chemical C2 and 30 to both. Means there are basically two chemicals we have given which is responsible to make the skin disorder. So 120 is affected with the help of first one and 50 is from the second one and 30 from both. Find the number of individual exposed to chemical C1 but not C2. Chemical C2 but not C1. That is second part. And last one is chemical C1 or chemical C2. Now first of all I will explain you all the three parts symbolically what they want to say. Okay. For example, suppose if I take here this part, first part if I talk about, then in the first part what they want to say, here we required only those persons which is affected by C1. Okay, but in that particular group the C2 should not be there. So here we can say that they are asking from us only C1. Only C1 means the number of person which is affected by the chemical C1. Similarly here they are asking from us only C2. Okay, because here C1 should not be there. And the last one, see, I have told you earlier, or means always union. So here they are asking from us C1 union C2. This value they are asking. Okay, so in this question, first of all, we shall find out one by one each and every part. Let's see how it could be done. Okay, so first we'll suppose some things over here to define our symbols. First, we shall write down let in the solution, let C1 and C2 denotes number of persons affected by chemical. You can suppose A and B also, that is not a problem. Chemical C1 and C2, right, respectively. Now further we will write down the values what we have given here. 200 individual with a skin disorder, 120 had been exposed to the chemical C1. So here basically we have given that N of C1 is equal to 120. Okay, then 50 to the chemical C2. So N of C2 is equal to 50. Third one, N of C1 intersection C2 is equal to 30, because both, I have told you last time, both means intersection. Okay, that you remember. So N of C1 intersection C2 is given here as 30. 200 basically here what value, there are total number of persons are given. Okay, that persons are given which have skin disorder, but that skin disorder may be other than C1 and C2 also, means there is a third chemical is also possible in that kind of person they have taken. Means suppose if you say some infected disease is there. Okay, so infected disease can be many types, it may not be only 2 or 3. Okay, so here whatever they have taken C1 and C2, some more persons can be there other than that who is infected by the another skin disorder. So 200 is that figure over here that they want to say, right? Now here, first of all, in the first part, what we need to find out? Chemical C1, but not C2. Okay, so see how we can find out here. We will say that therefore we need to find out number of only those person who is affected by chemical C1. So only C1 we shall find out. Now see, I have given you the formula N of only A. N of only A formula is N of A minus N of A intersection B. This is our formula. Okay, you can check in the list of the formula, this formula is only written. So N of only A is equal to N of A, means here it will come N of C1 minus N of C1 intersection C2. Now what is the value of N of C1 we have? N of C1 we have given here 120 and N of C1 intersection C2 is given here 30. Okay, so we can say that according to the first part, therefore the value of N of only C1 is equal to 90. Okay, this is your first answer. You can make them this answer in the box, so it will be visible clearly that this is the answer of first part. Now second part also we can solve in the same manner. They are asking chemical C2 but not C1. Okay, so in that case what we can say, what they want here? Only C2. So we shall write down N of only C2 is equal to N of C2 minus N of C1 intersection C2. Right? Put up the value of N of C2. I think N of C2 is given here as 50, if I am not wrong. Yes, you can see at the top N of C2 is written there as 50 and N of C1 intersection C2 is 30. So now we can say that N of only C2, N of only C2 is equal to 20. This is your second answer, means we can say that the number of persons which is only affected by chemical C2, that would be 20. Okay, now the third part, what they are asking, C1 union C2. So here I will write down C1 or C2 that they are asking from us. So now here or means union, means either affected by C1 or by C2 or by both, whatever. Okay, so anyone or both of them we are taking here. So N of C1 union C2 is equal to N of C1 plus N of C2 minus N of C1 intersection C2. So here N of C1, how much we have given? I think 120 is given. Once we can check, N of C1 is 120, N of C2 is 50 and N of C1 intersection C2 is 30. Okay, so let us put up the value here. 120 and plus 50 minus 30. Okay, so 50 minus 30, 20 and then 120. So we can say that N of C1 union C2 would be equal to here 140 persons. Means in this 140 persons we can say either they are affected by C1 or by C2 or by both. There will be three conditions. Okay, C1 union C2 or union between the any two groups shows they are affected by anyone or by both. Now see, 200 was given, the total figure I was telling you on that time. So 200 is the figure which they are saying by skin disorder. Means if I subtract 140 which I achieved here from 200, then 60% are those which are affected by the skin disorder but not by C1 or C2. They may be affected by some other chemical, C3 or C4 we can say. Okay, so here remember 200, in that case we can say the sample we have taken of 200 persons is becoming the set of universal set. Okay, so in that case whenever we required the total number of persons are given, in that some of the persons may fall from the fall outside the given categories, so that we will say the total persons will be here universal set. Okay, let's see the next question, then you will be more clear about this kind of questions over here. Now let us see the question number 8. In the 8th question, see what we have given, that in a class of certain school, 50 students offered mathematics, 42 offered biology and 24 offered both. I think till here you should not have any confusion. 50 offered mathematics, so we can say that the A denote the set of mathematics over here, so n of A is equal to 50. Similarly, n of B is equal to 42 and n of A intersection B is also equal to 24. Then first and second part is also clear to you, I suppose. What they are saying, only mathematics. Just now we have finished the question of only A or only B. With the help of that, easily part number 1 and part number 2 we can finish. Part number 3 is also very simple. They are asking any of the two subject, means here they are asking the union. See students, they can ask the union by different forms, either or simply they can give the or between the two groups, or like say this, they may say like this, any of the two subject. Okay, so you need to focus on the meaning of the word, then only it will be clear to you. Otherwise each and every time the keyword if you are looking now, in the case of union it won't be possible, because union can be expressed by many ways. However, the meaning remains same. Any of the two subjects, means they are asking either or only. Okay, so you have to concentrate on meaning, then definitely it will be clear to you what exactly they are asking. And see, in the application also limited options are there. Either they are asking intersection, or they are asking union, or they are asking the set of n of A, n of B, okay, or the number of only A, only B, such kind of things only they are asking. So if you carefully look the possibilities, definitely you will find out the part number 3rd is given about the union only. Now first we shall define our symbols here. We'll write down, let A comma B denotes set of students opted, or we can say that offered maths and biology. Okay, respectively. Now here we shall write down the values now. So therefore what values we have? N of A is equal to, we have 50, n of B we have here 42, and what they are asking, n of, sorry, what they are giving to us, n of A intersection B is equal to 24. Okay, let us pay attention now to the part number 1. In the first part they are asking mathematics only. Okay, so maths only means they are asking only A. Here clearly word is only given only, so it means that we have to find out the number of elements only A. Okay, now n of only A means this is n of A minus n of A intersection B. This formula we have covered in the previous question. So same way, we shall put up the value here, 50 minus 24. So what will remain here? 26. So we can say that n of only a, therefore the value of n of only a will be equal to 26. This is your first answer. Okay. Now similarly, let us find out the second one, n of only b. The second part is here, biology only. Okay, so let us start. N of only b is equal to n of b minus n of a intersection b. N of b, that we have 42 minus 24. I think 42 minus 24 would be 18, right? So we can say that n of only b, therefore n of only b is equal to 18. This is your second answer. I hope you are finding this question at least up till now are simple. Okay. Now let us see the part number third. In the part number third, as I make you clear earlier, that they are asking the union. Okay, what they are asking? Any of the two subjects. Okay, so here we shall mention any of two subjects. So therefore means what they are asking here, n of a union b. So n of a union b formula is, we have covered many times, n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b. Okay, n of a is given here 50 sorry, and n of b given here as 42, and n of a intersection b given here as 24. So let us put up the value here, 50 plus 24, sorry, 42 minus 24. 42 minus 24, we know it is 18, and 50 plus 18, that will be here 68. So we can say that therefore the value of n of a union b is equal to 68. So this is our third and final answer. Okay, let us see now the question number 9. Yes, start now question number 9. See, in the ninth question what we have given, that in an examination 56% of the candidates failed in English, 48% failed in science. If 18% failed in both English and science, find the percentage of those who passed in both. See, here it is a different case. Okay, question is totally different from the previous two, and all data are given in the form of percentage. Exactly how many failed or how many passed, that is not given in the question. So we have to deal this question in the form of percentage only. First of all, see, one thing we shall write down here, denoting a symbol. So first I will write down, let A and B, let A, set A, comma B denotes number of students denotes number of students failed. English and science. Okay. Now, first of all, analyze what we have given here. N of A. N of A is equal to. See, how many are failed in English? 56%. So N of A is equal to 56%, comma. N of B is equal to 48%. Right? That is clearly set because 48% are failed in science. And the third thing is also very clear. 18% failed in both English and science. So we can say that N of A intersection B is equal to 18%. That is also very clear. Now pay attention to the requirement. That is the only tricky part in this question. See, they are not asking the data how many failed in this particular category or in that particular category. They are asking the number of students who passed in both the subject. Means if I want to say that I want to find out the number of students passed in passed in both A and B. So see in wordings how I can express this one. Number of students. See, they are passed in both A and B. But A and B, what they denote? The number of students failed. Means if I take the opposite of A, it shows pass. If I take A, it will show fail. So opposite of A, if I take, okay, so that will be showing here pass. So opposite of A means we shall show here by A dash. For example, suppose see if I say U is equal to universal set is here 1 comma 2 comma 3 for example, and A is what here 1. So if I ask you what is a value of A dash, you will say 2 comma 3. Means A dash means those elements which do not come in A but come in U. Similarly, here A dash will denote those students who are not failed. Okay, because they are not coming in A. So not coming in A means they are not coming in the category of failed students. So if we are finding the value of A dash means we are finding the value of those students. We are finding those students who are coming in the category of pass. Okay, so let's see here how I can write down. But here I don't require only A. I require both. So I will write down is equal to N of neither A nor B, that we can say, and neither A nor B I can write down as N of A dash intersection B dash. Remember that is also written in the formula. You can check in the list. Okay, neither A nor B, both we are going to cover. Means they are passed in both the subjects A as well as B. Clear cut pass. Okay, there is no confusion in the result. Yes, they are completely passed in both the subject. That kind of students we need to find out here. So N of A dash intersection B dash, that we are finding it. Now remember, whenever the case is given of neither nor, it is a great chance the total figure will be the value of universal set. Means here we can say that in a class there will be total 4 kind of students. One, they may be failed in English. Second one, they may be failed in science. They may be failed in both English and science both. And third one, they may be passed in both. Okay, because see, if one is failed in English means it will be passed in science, that we can see. So there will be 4 categories. Failed in English but pass in science. Failed in science but pass in English, we can say more clearly. Then failed in both, so A intersection B, and passed in both, that will say A dash intersection B dash. That we need to find out here. So see here, whatever the union of A and B will come, that will not cover all the students of the class. Some of the students will be left who are passed, who are in the category of the passed student. So here we can say that one value which is hidden one, that is universal set n of u, we have given here as 100%, we can say, because in percentage the highest value will be 100. So in the 100% students, we can say some students will be passed in one subject. Some students pass in one subject. Some are failed in both the subject, and some are passed in both the subject. Okay. So I hope the situation is clear little bit to you, because this question is little confusing. Some more questions of the similar kind will do in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So then things will be more clear to you. One thing remember, when the question is given to you for neither nor, then definitely the total value will be here n of u. Otherwise, it will be a value of A union B. I will give you one more example. Listen carefully. Suppose if you are asking the number of person, what do you like, tea or coffee? Okay. So you are giving only two options. So person is not having any other option over there. Either he need to select tea or he need to select coffee over there. So most of the person will say I like tea, or some of the person will say I like coffee. But some of the person will say I like both also. You can give me tea or coffee, anyone. I like both. But out of these three categories, one liking A, second one liking B, and third one liking both, you may get the responses by some of the person who will say that see, I don't like any one of them, means they come in the category of neither nor. So if you have taken a sample of 100 persons, out of the 100 persons, some of them may be liking A or B or both, or they are liking none of them, means neither A nor B. So same thing is here given also. We can say that the 100% will denote here the value of n of u, because 100% can't come in the category of A union B, because the sum of the persons are coming outside A and B also, because A and B only those persons are there who are failed, but here some of the persons are pass also. Okay, so here in that A union B will come only failed students, and in universal it will come failed as well as pass students. So n of u will be here 100%. Okay, now we shall pay attention to the required things. First of all, in this question we'll make it ready one value, that is n of A union B. Why? I will tell you little later. Okay, so first we shall find out n of A union B. So A union B means I am finding those person who are failed in any one of the subject, or they are failed in both, but they are failed compulsory at least in one subject. Okay, so n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Value we can put up now. N of A we have 56 plus, don't apply the sign of percentage. Okay, we are calculating, minus 18. So 48 minus 18, that is 30, and 30 plus 56, I think it will remain 86. So we can say that n of A union B is equal to 86, means 86% of the students are failed in minimum one subject. They may failed in A, failed in B, or failed in both. So we need to find out now how many of them are passed in both the subject. Let us see how we can find out. Now let us pay attention to the value of n of A dash intersection B dash, because now this is our ultimate task to find out. Okay, so A dash intersection B dash is equal to n of A union B whole dash. See, we have covered it earlier. A dash intersection B dash is equal to A union B whole dash, that we can say. Okay, with the help of De Morgan's law, we can check it back. We have covered this law earlier. Now the next one is n of A union B the whole dash. For some time you treat A union B the whole dash as A. So basically we are getting here n of A dash. So n of A dash, we can say it is n of U minus n of A. We add A dash, how do we find out? From the universal we subtract the elements of the set A, so we get here A dash. Same way we can do it here also. So we can say n of A union B the whole dash is equal to n of U minus n of A, means A union B. Our A is here A union B, remember. Okay, here in place of A union B, in the formula it is coming A, so here also it is coming A in the result. Okay, now that is why see, earlier I found the value of A union B. Now we shall put up the value here. So n of U, as I told you, it is 100% minus n of A union B, it is 86. So we can say that the answer is 14. Actually we got the answer there only, since we are knowing it 100% are there. Okay, but we need to show it more systematically and more scientifically. That's why I took this formula and to calculate the things over there. So we can say that therefore the number of persons passed in both subjects we can say are 14%. Whatever the size of class may be there. Okay, but 14% is only passed. Let us see quickly one last question of today's. Then we'll wind up our session, and then some more questions I will take on to the next time. So let us see the question number 10. See, in the 10th question, what we have given here, in a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket, 10 like both, means here they are not saying how many like tennis. 10 is for both cricket and tennis, and 40 like cricket. How many like tennis only, not cricket, and how many like tennis? Now see the difference between the two requirements. In the first requirement, we are required to find out only tennis, means they are liking only tennis but they are not playing at all cricket. And second one is they are liking tennis, and some of them out of the total one, those who are liking tennis, some of them may be liking the cricket also. Okay, so here see what we require. First of all, we shall write down the denotation, we'll denote the sets by A and B here. So we'll write down let A comma B denotes number of students, sorry, number of students will not come, number of peoples like cricket and tennis. Okay, so now these many persons are given to us, those who are liking cricket and tennis, that we shall mention here. So first of all, now n of A, so n of A is equal to here 40, then n of A intersection B, because 10 is liking both, so n of A intersection B is given 10. Now we shall look at the requirement. How many like tennis only, not cricket? Means they are asking here n of only B that they are asking. Only B, they should not include the cricket. So I put up question mark here. How many like tennis? Means they are liking tennis. Along with that, some of them may be liking the cricket also. So here we need to find out the value of N of B. Now the group is given of 65 people. So since here there is no information is given that no persons are there who don't like any of the game, or they are not asking such kind of things as they asked in the previous question, how many of the students are passed in both. However, it is given the information about the failed one. Okay, so there we have taken the total value as N of U, that 100%. Okay, but here such kind of things are not given, means the number of persons you have taken, they may be liking at least one of the game. Okay, so we can say that here the value of N of A union B is given as 65. Okay, so don't be confused while taking the value of A union B or the value of universal set. In the question, clear indications will be there that some of the persons who is not coming in A as well as in B also, either they will ask you or they will give you that kind of value. If it is not given such kind of values over there, neither nor, then you don't take the total value given in the question as universal set. Okay, if it is given the value of neither nor, neither A nor B, or if they ask you, in that case the total persons we have taken a sample, that will become the value of N of U, that you remember. Okay, then this question will not make you any trouble. Now see, first we need to find out the value of N of only B and then N of B. N of only B we cannot find out until and unless we find out the value of N of B. So first I am applying the formula here. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Okay, so now N of A union B, how much we have given here? 65. N of A we have given here 40. N of B we are finding it, and N of A intersection B is given here 10. So 40 minus 10, that will be 30, and 30 we can bring on this side. So 65 minus 30 is equal to N of B. So we can say that therefore the value of N of B is equal to 35. This is your first answer, right? The way I have told you, please remember that things. Okay, application of set is a core part of the set, and in the examination normally long answer question it would be asked. Now similarly we shall take N of only B. So N of only B. See, today's session we have started with this value only, okay, and we are finishing at that only. So N of only B is equal to N of B minus N of A intersection B. Right? We have applied this formula. So N of B, now we found it 35, and N of A intersection B is 10. So 35 minus 10, it would be 25. So we can say that N of only B is equal to 25. I will show you in the Venn diagram quickly how to represent only B or only A. Okay, actually only B we can say, or only A we can say as a subtraction of two set also, A minus B. So A minus B denotes only A. Similarly, B minus A denotes here only B. I will show you with the help of one Venn diagram. Suppose if I take one set A, and along with that if I take one more set B now, and I suppose some common thing is also there in between them. Okay, so I say this is my set A and this will be my set B. Now if I take the all elements of A and B, that is called as A union B. Okay, now if I take only this element, you know it, this element is called as the value of A intersection B. So this one is called as A intersection B. Now if I show you the value of A minus B, let me take some other color here. Yes, now see, A minus B means this value. Now please see, this value which I just shade in red color is called as A minus B, because from A, if you subtract the common element with B, so this will be called as here A minus B, or you can say this will be called as here only A. Okay, similarly we can say this particular region which I am shading in the B but leaving the common portion of A and B, this one. Okay, so this one is called as here B minus A, or we can say this one is called as only B. So see, here we found only B, means they are the exclusive elements of that set. Means here only B is coming 25, means they are only playing tennis. They are not playing any other game. Okay, but the n of B is equal to 35. We can say some of them are playing only tennis and some of them are playing both. So how many are playing both? That are 10. So I have shown you with the help of Venn diagram how this situation can be represented. And see, if I take one more here just for reference, suppose if I take here one universal set, I will show you this, I will rub afterwards. If I take one universal set over here, so see, the elements are coming apart from the universal set. So the elements are coming apart from the set A and B. Okay, this is my universal set. So see, the elements which are coming inside A and B, they may be a part of only A, only B, or A intersection B, or we can say overall all the elements will be a part of A union B. But remember here the elements which are, suppose if I put up some dots over here to make you clear, see this region I am talking about. If I put up some dots here, right, these regions I am talking about. So particularly this region comes those elements which are neither nor. Okay, so here we can say that neither A nor B, means this region will be of A dash intersection B dash. That you remember. Okay, so I hope with the help of this Venn diagram now situation you will be understanding how it looks. Okay, so it will be easier for us to find out some complicated problems over here. Now in the upcoming session I will take the questions on 2 sets as well as on 3 set also. Now some questions are given based upon 3 choices, means we are providing, when we are collecting the data or when we are conducting the survey, we are providing 3 choices. The person is liking cricket, tennis, and suppose the third game is football. Okay, they may be liking that also. So that kind of question also we shall cover it afterwards. Okay, thank you.